Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd and 2, Duckworth. He finds his man complete. That's Carroll. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Duckworth. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Duckworth. Throw left side complete. That's Foster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st down, Duckworth. And this is caught, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. They juked him. And he's got some space here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd on the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Duckworth. He'll let it go deep for Foster.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 7.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's going to be out of bounds It's across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll take this to the 46.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So
he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Duckworth.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Duckworth.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Zone now. They'll look to throw.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score. Chargers 20, Broncos 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
187 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Their mobile quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Duckworth. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carroll. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal. 1 yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And this time he is in.
Javonte Williams with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 26, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now back to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
On 1st and 10,
Duckworth. He's got Hamler on the out route.
and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Duckworth. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on 1st down, Duckworth. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Duckworth. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. Duckworth eluding the pressure right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
On second down, Williams.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Broncos.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Duckworth. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duckworth. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, and they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to win his guys to an overtime victory. To throw on second down, Duckworth. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.
Day ones here to dance at the beginning, so you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning, so you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it.